Hello YouTube world, pretend farmer here. Not a real farmer, just pretending. You know, I've heard the craziest story that people are starting to rent their chickens now to people that want chickens. And I thought this has got to be a joke. No, it's actually real and it's really happening. I saw an article on the news about it. There's somebody that has actually started their company, and honestly it's probably a lot of people doing this now. But what they're doing is they're charging a flat rate to deliver you chickens, a coop. They'll give you all the feed and the equipment that you need to have chickens. So you pay these people $575. You got chickens for 6 months. It's a 6-month fee. They say that a lot of people are doing this just because they want to have, like either a trial period to see what it's like to have chickens, or maybe they got kids. Their kids want to see what it's like to have chickens, but they don't necessarily want to go dive in head first and get their own setup. There's a business that does this, and there's plenty of people that want to invest in that business. I kind of see it as a smart thing to do from the business perspective, just because you're going to spend probably $400 or $500 building a coop. You're going to spend probably $25-30 on a feeder and a waterer, and then you're going to provide about $50 a feed to let somebody have chickens, probably about 3 or 4 hens over the course of 6 months. You're going to get all your money back that you've got invested in that setup, your very first rental, and after that everything is 100% profit. So that means if you keep that coop rented out with 3 or 4 chickens over the course of a year, you're going to make $1,000 a year off of each coop that you rent people with their chickens. And that's easy money, right? So from a consumer aspect, is it really wise to rent chickens? That's the question. Personally, here on the Pretend Farm, I can't see how that would be very economical. Like I told you, you can build your own coop for probably $300, $400, $500. You can get everything you need, including your chickens, and start out from scratch for the same price you're going to pay to rent them. And if it doesn't work out for you, you can definitely find somebody to sell your coop to this year. I promise you that. The chickens, they'll take those with it. So I don't see what you got to lose by just going out and buying your chickens rather than renting them. You say, well, this might appeal to somebody that just doesn't have the time or doesn't want to invest in building their own chicken coop. Well, if you're that hard up on time and you don't want to put any more effort than that into it, you probably don't want chickens anyway. Just throwing that out there. Here on the Pretend Farm, we're going to keep our chickens right here. Nobody's renting these because A, this is their home and they stay here. I mean, we've got names here. Isn't that right? We got names, don't we, Buttercup? So our chickens are going to stay right here. And I can see that kind of being a pain in the butt, the whole renting your chickens out, because somebody might put a heat lamp in your coop and burn it down and kill all your chickens. Well, then what are you going to do? You're kind of at a loss there. And then you can kind of get into some legal entanglements. I'm not messing with that personally here on the Pretend Farm. So if you want to actually make a profit off of your chickens, how do you do it then? You're not going to get money by selling eggs. You know that if you've got chickens. But if you really want to make money this year off your chickens, I recommend either hatching as many eggs as you can or buying some extra chicks when you go to your local farm store. Raise those up about 2-3 months and then turn around and sell them. You can buy chicks for about $5 or $6 a piece. And if you keep them around, give them a little food and water for a couple months, you can turn them around right before they're ready to lay and sell them for probably $25 or $30. And people are going to go nuts over them because that's about what everybody wants to do right now. They want to go get chickens that are almost ready to lay. People don't want to mess with the heat lamp. They don't want to mess with the brooder. They don't want none of that. They want to, we're an impatient society. People want to get chickens as quick as possible. So that is what the Pretend Farmer recommends. If you want to make money off chickens this year, just raise them and sell them. We're not going to rent you, are we? No. From the Pretend Farm, this is the Pretend Farmer signing out. Good chicken.